So I got the keys to a 2025 Ford Maverick. This is the hybrid. It's a Lariat, and it's a pretty nice truck. It's not a ladder on frame. It's car based, and it drives like it, which is pretty much what the market needs. We don't have these in Australia. I'm in Canada, and man, this is probably the right size that we need, because some of the trucks are getting a little bit on the porky side, like the Ranger. They're getting a bit big, and the Hilux, where these are just nice and manageable. So this one's got the black pack on it. It's all-wheel drive and hybrid. It's got a EcoBoost motor of some size. I'll have a look at it in a minute. It's good on fuel. It's quiet. It's got a regen system, so it does have a battery. So this trim level comes with a leatherette, so basically vinyl seats, but it's nice quality. It's about the same as a Tesla, I would say. Feels nice and supple. Mega screens. And you see the color and it comes up well on screen, but it's actually like a navy. You probably see it more in the door cards than you can in the car itself, but it's a navy interior, so something a bit different. A little bit of a color combo there. Legroom space on this car. There's actually more legroom than a Ranger, which is pretty decent because that's a pretty big truck. The bed I think is 2 inches shorter, so it's about 4 or 5 centimeters shorter, so not too much smaller, but yeah, so driving dynamics of this much more car-like. I don't know which architecture they use, whether it's based on their Focus or one of their American cars, but yeah, it's quite nice. So you don't have a super heavy payload, but it's enough to tow a boat wherever you need to tow it. And all-wheel drive, you know, stock has got 19-inch wheels. They're not particularly wide. They're a 225. You can always go aftermarket, go bigger, but it's a nice size, fills it out well. And yeah, the driving of it is fantastic. So have a look at the interior here, the dash setup. So inside you've got your gear selector. Start button is down here, which is a bit counterintuitive. You've got buttons to open the rear sliding window, USB-C, USB-A, that I don't know, fuel card you're not going to use very much, and a big hole here, so no power in there, but not too bad. That is a wireless charge pad there, and when you start it up, there we go, we've got the silence of the electric, and you can see your big screens there, so you can rotate through a few different options on that. You've got a trailer backup system. We'll have a go of this when we put the boat on shortly. And yeah, in here you've got everything. You know, I don't have it CarPlay to my phone, but you've got full CarPlay, you've got hotspots, you've got satellite radio. One thing's kind of neat, these door handles, you know, massive door pockets, so you put taller stuff in there. You know, it is a truck. Fit and finish is probably a bit rough, like this seam here. That's actually a touch on the sharp side. Almost wouldn't mind just a little bit of sandpaper to take that down myself and smooth that off. But yeah, quite a, you know, it's a truck. Bang & Olufsen sound system, so we can't show you the sound system in it, but it absolutely pumps. Rear speakers are actually by the head. The rear speakers are where the seatbelt mounts are. So I noticed when I was in the back getting driven around that it's kind of hard to hear people because the speakers are next to your head, but if you got kids in the back, it's fantastic. This one obviously has a sunroof, full retractable, and it's got a rear electric rear sliding window. So just hit a button on the up under the dash, retracting sliding window. So quite a few, you know, car comforts, and you know, it gets to this, the way it drives probably the best thing versus the solid truck. Now, adjusting the steering wheel, it's got tilt, it's got reach. This is probably a little bit far forward for me at the moment. It's got power drivers, it's got a manual on the passenger side. What do we got? We got front, we got up and down, front and back. Do we have angle? No, just to angle the seat back. Is there a lumbar adjustment? No, but it's pretty good. Like I said, it reminds me a lot of a Tesla seat. Options here, we've got our different lighting options, automatic of course, and then a few other little things. This is, I don't know what this is. Oh, this is a trailer brake. So you can put you know, to have a trailer brake setup on it. So to have a little bit bigger trailer than you would normally. All in all, yeah, pretty decent quality. I've been in New Rangers, they're fairly nice, but this being a bit more passengers and considerably cheaper. You know, smaller, better on fuel, does all the towing that most people need, all the truck stuff that most people need to do. And they got a really good color palette. So this is one of the reds. There's a nice greens, there's blues, there's a couple of different silvers and grays. It's nice to see a few things like that coming through, just a bit more variety in the color options. These, I believe, are a made in Mexico truck, so they for Canada there's nothing really bad going on there. And yeah, it's oh, you see we put aftermarket floor mats in this just to keep it a bit more protected, because in Canada we get a lot of rain and terrible weather, so that's just kind of wrapping it up. It'd be nice if it kind of had a molded rubber from factory floor, but on this trim level maybe that's a bit too nice. You want to have the carpet option just to kind of make it a bit more upmarket. Check out the bed. Now we got a folding tonneau cover on this, and you can see we got a bunch of stuff packed for a weekend away. Well, you got power outlets galore, one on this side, one on this side, lots of tie down points. You got all the lights in here, of course, big LED lights. In here you got a tool kit with yeah, guess what, tools. It's they come with a bed liner. Most trucks do these days, but it's quite a well valued little truck. And yeah, being a unibody, handles great and doesn't have the weight of a big body and frame. Well, startup is silent as expected, being hybrid. We just go on the knob, reverse. Screen is crystal clear. It's one of the first things I noticed in here, even as a passenger. And we got, of course, our seatbelts there. It's got cross traffic, everything, sensors and stuff, so for pulling out, and auto braking. So this is actually a fairly tight driveway, and it likes to auto brake with the hedge. There we go. Traffic coming. You got the usual Google Maps and everything digital display. Took it on a dirt road. Noticed, well, you see this here. On the dirt road, quite smooth. Smoother than, way smoother than I expected from any kind of truck. Comparatively, drove a Land Rover Discovery on that road, Discovery Sport on that road, and it was quite rough. So it was nice to have a little bit of a, yeah, very smooth ride on a dirt road. So definitely a plus there. Around town, yeah, it feels pretty good. It can hold some weight. It feels sporty. These are the 19-inch wheels. And all in all, it's a fairly, yeah, it's a really comfortable ride. It's not a real truck ride. I guess that's the whole unibody thing. So acceleration, not bad. It's got, it definitely has some pull. And well, one of the other magazines did a comparison with the full gas version, and well, the hybrid beat it, and I definitely believe it. It's got this one, I've said it before, it's got the tow package, so you got the trailer brake option here. I think it tows like 4,000 pounds, so pretty decent tow rating on a small truck, and you know, decent cargo capacity. When we were driving on the dirt road, we were fully loaded. We had 5 people aboard and a weekend's worth of camping gear, and no problem. It wasn't sagging, wasn't, you know, swaying too much, swaying at all. It was just, it felt like it did normally. So the braking, you got regen braking, of course, not real obtrusive, not like you'd get on a Tesla or something like that, but there's no adjustment on it either, or that I could find to adjust how much regen braking there is. But you know, on road, it's a nice car. You know, this is kind of here. We're on some broken road, and it's smooth. This is the steering wheel. This is the top of the line Lariat, full leather wheel, or leatherette wheel, I guess. And it's all in all a really nice truck to drive. It's not like driving a truck. When they say driving a truck's like driving a car, that's the benchmark. Well, yeah, this is pretty good, and it's fairly sporty. It does okay in some corners too with these the 19-inch wheels.